Mexicans, foreign nationals still want to gravitate to the US market.
Yes.
They have access to loans, SBA loans. So there's not only not been a greater time, but like entrepreneurship and the accessibility to like capital and to be able to do this stuff is just amazing. I'll tell you, Edmondo, my father came from Italy and came to North America with nothing in his pocket. Everyone needs to get their hair cut, right? So he opened up his own hairdressing business. Mm-hmm. And his response to me, I'm like, what made you want to get into that? He goes, well, I started off as a barber, and then I figured everyone always needs to get their hair cut.
Oh, the hair is always growing.
Hair is always growing, right? That's recession-proof. You got to get your hair cut. So he did that, but then he thought to himself, and you know, here's someone who very smart, and I look up to my dad, but not educated as far as like in the school system, because he came from a 5th grade education in Italy, right? But I said, so what made you then decide to ultimately invest in real estate? So he combined investing in business and then converting it, investing into real estate, because he looked at that as like a little bit more passive once that was built. So I asked him, I said, what made you go from building a business, like being a hairdresser, and obviously, okay, you told me it was recession proof, everyone needs to get their hair cut, to then you invest in real estate. He said, well, I thought to myself, what if one day I physically don't have the ability to cut hair?
Yep.
What am I going to do? So I figured I needed to set myself up in acquiring real estate and doing it as a long-term thing. And that eventually, whether I could physically do it or if I was just tired of running this business, I would have built a portfolio of properties that would have been able to like sustain my lifestyle. And I tell you, you know, when I was young when I asked my dad that, and still to this day, it amazes me how an immigrant who came and spoke very little English understood the power of building or buying a business and investing in assets that will produce a passive residual income, because he was thinking with that mentality and like long term.